Hey, what's up guys, Nucky Chulo here, Production Music Live, and today we have a tutorial showing you guys how to create some swing and groove in your drum patterns using some simple techniques. So before we get started, let's go ahead and take a listen to the track we're going to be getting into. So the first thing I want to show you guys on this track is the kick drum pattern I have going on. I personally like to get crazy with my kicks, but then I like to switch it up at the same time with the velocity of the kicks in the pattern that I'm using. So here I'll be showing you guys how to tweak the velocity within the MIDI clip. So if you go right here and you see these little poles at the bottom, the higher they are, the more velocity you have to it. Just think of the velocity, I guess, as volume. And when you bring them down, you kind of bring the volume down of the sample. And this can give it a more human feel to it as well. Alright guys, so the next thing I want to show you is how I have my snare for this track. I have multiple tracks with different snare and clap sounds that are stacked together, and each one of these tracks are actually delayed a little bit differently, that way it gives a more full vibe to it. So let's go ahead and take a listen to the main snare pattern I have going on, and then I'll show you guys the sounds that I have in the background. So this is the main snare pattern I have for the track, along with the clap that I have stacked in the background. I have it delayed at about -14. And then I have another snare sound that's slightly panned to the right and delayed at about +6. You want to be careful with this knob to make sure that you don't have anything off time. And then I have another snare with a lot of reverb that's playing for every half note. So the next thing I want to show you guys are the hi-hats I have going on for this track. I have two different hi-hats going off at the same time, one playing for every quarter note as you can see here, and the other one that's going off at a much faster pace. Using two different hi-hats at different tempos can really help you get that swing that you're looking for in your drum patterns. On both hi-hats, I've applied a simple delay to them with a dry wet and feedback at about 23%. This helps the hi-hat have a little bit more shuffle to it. So let's turn it on. It's nothing too dramatic, but it definitely helps give that little swing to it. Let's add the kick. And then we'll add the other hi-hat. Here's the pattern I have going on for the faster hi-hat. And as you can see here, I have the same simple delay effect applied to it as well. So that's pretty much everything I have going on for the drums in this song. Next, I wanted to give you guys some insight on how I arrange the different elements of the drums and applied a auto filter to the whole track to create some tension within the song. So let's give it a listen real quick. Well guys, that pretty much wraps things up for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or would like to make any requests, please leave a comment below and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.